Guys, this is actually saddening. This one a really sad thing. Although this not it's not the first time when we dey hear about all of this. According to report, man, this actually happened in Abuja, and some people are really concerned about the health status of this legendary Nollywood actor. Veteran Nollywood actor Hanks Onuku reportedly spotted in Abuja in a concerning state, according to the video you're seeing right now. Veteran Nollywood actor Hans Onuko has reportedly been seen sitting on the background along a street in Abuja, with witness describing him as appearing visibly disoriented and distressed. That is it. A lot of people have linked his health status to drugs and a lot of other things. I feel that the use of drugs actually had impact on this, or maybe depression and a lot of things. So now I'm calling on the colleagues of this person. Not be say when a pie finish, all of them go wear white, come in own burial and all this kind of thing. Now that he's alive, he needs help. Why not come around? He needs a better kind of therapy, rehabilitation, and a lot of other things, support that he can get. That is something I feel about that. The sighting has sparked reaction for fans and well-wishers, with many expressing concerns for the actor's well-being and calling for attention and support for the veteran entertainer Hanks Onuku, who is known for his tough guy roles and remarkable contributions to the Nigerian film industry. Remains one of the Nollywood most recognizable faces, because if you see him, you can recognize the face. So the circumstances surrounding the video and his current condition have not been independently confirmed, and fans are hoping for more clarity and updates regarding his welfare. So when it happened before, in talk say in the rehearse for movie scene and all those kind of things. So we hope say not being go tell us this time around, because it didn't look like he was shooting a movie. That is something you got to really understand about all of this. So guys, a lot of people are now responding to that. Something actually happened in South Africa. Nigerian man reportedly shot dead outside his own shop in South Africa. Amid amid rising xenophobic tensions. They don't ask, say foreigners must go back to their country, must go back. They are taking our jobs, they are taking our women, and all those kind of things. So now they don't resort to violence. But my own major concern is the quietness, the silence of the government over this. That is my own concern about that. It seems like they are really in support, of this kind of thing, because they've not made any visible arrest or some kind of, taking some kind of great actions. That is what a lot of people are really concerned about. And some people are calling on other governments, African leaders, to sanction South Africa, because this is really a violation of world human rights. That is it. Whether you be legal migrant or immigrant, they don't care, provided you are a foreigner in their place. And these are black foreigners. These are African foreigners. That is something really disturbing. A Nigerian man, popularly known as Big Joe, has reportedly been shot multiple times and killed outside his shop in Witbank, South Africa. Graphic footage circulating online shows the victim lying in a pool of blood shortly after the attack. This actually happened in broad daylight. No arrests have been made. The incident comes as fears continues to grow among foreign nationals in South Africa, with anti-migrant immigrant tension rising ahead of June 30, which is tomorrow. June 30 deadline announced by some anti-foreigner groups. Report says many migrants have expressed fear, and some have started leaving the country amid concerns over possible violence. authorities have been urged to step up protection for all residents and prevent further attacks as investigation into the killings continue. They are not going to arrest anybody. That is something, because most killing in South Africa, even the death of AKA, is still like controversial and all those kind of things. So a lot of people are really, really concerned about this. So what is your own take about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section. What do you feel about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section, because some people are really coming up and then making some statements around this. Some people are really concerned about all of this. Some people are really, really concerned about all of this. So why these attacks on black foreigners in South Africa? Why these attacks on black foreigners in South Africa? So that is something I got to really, really say about this. So now somebody is coming out to say, I would rather join bandits than sell akara and kulikuli. That is singer Mr. Real explains in a recent post he made out there. He said, I would rather join bandits than to sell kulikuli and akara, according to the advice where Mr. President's wife can't tell Nigerian youth. So now he went further to say, and my target will be only politicians. And he went further, at least if I'm being caught, they will rehabilitate me. That is it. Based on the report, where will they hear what did they happen to most of them when they catch, that they rehabilitate them, put them back into the military. And that a lot of people have come out to actually condemn with their full chest. That is something I really, really understand about this. So something is really happening, and some people are really concerned about, waiting be all of this now. What is the need? Festival turns violent in Abi, Delta State. What was meant to be a celebration at Abi Festival in Abi, Ndokwa West local government area reportedly turned chaotic today following alleged clash involving suspected cult groups. Residents and attendees were thrown into panic as the situation escalated, forcing many to flee the area. Authorities are expected to investigate the incident and provide more details soon. So the rate at which cultism has actually eaten deep into the fabrics, into the young people of the society, then they just by themselves. That is why the Edo State government has now really set up a special court to deal with this issue of banditry, kidnapping, and also cultism. That is something you got to understand. But this time around, it happened in Delta State. That is what a lot of people are really concerned about. And this is quite disturbing, because most times you see people like Berna, see people like Davido and all those other people chanting this kind of cultism and all those things. They believe that in our social group. But the young people believe and pass like that with an element of spirituality inside it. So that is something really disturbing, and is escalating to an extent. And a lot of leaders, a lot of government people, they are finding a way to solving and proving and bringing a lasting solution to this. What are your own takes about this? I want you to put your own take in the comment section. What do you feel about all of these stories? Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for always coming out, watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Don't forget to like and comment on my videos.